Good afternoon all. I am Dr. Rohini Mandre here for the fifth webinar organized by Research Committee and Department of Library, BPM's BN Mandorkar College of Science, Thane. Today's topic is Understanding Journal Indexing and Citation Database. Now, we are knowing that there are various websites which provide citation and index to journal, out of which some of are Scopus, Web of Science, Indian Citation Index, PubMed, and Google Scholar. These are very well-known tools available for getting citation numbers, out of which Scopus, Web of Science, PubMed, and Indian Citation Index are authorized by NAC and NIRF, which is nowadays very much essential part of accreditation of college. So today we will have detailed of Scopus. Now question arises, what is Scopus? Scopus is product of Elsevier and it is abstract and citation database launched in 2004. Though it is launched in 2004, it covers all the data right from 1788. Total database covered in Scopus is 70 million records plus, out of which 70 million records are back from 1966 and over 7 million records are back to 1788. The Scopus covers many of fields including life sciences, social sciences, physical sciences, health sciences and more, and it gives 4 quality measures for each title, and those are H-index, site score, SJR, and SNIP, source normalized impact factor. Now we'll directly switch to website of Scopus. Today we'll see how different Scopus forms are there. Scopus provides full literature database if you have access to it, but it is a paid access subscription. Now, this tab will give you Scopus without subscription of Scopus, and this tab will give you Scopus with subscription. Now, when you enter the website of address of Scopus, www.scopus.com, with subscription and without subscription, two different pages you can see. Now, without subscription or initially, the page you will get like this. Once you log in via here, via institutional subscription, you will redirect to this type of page. If you don't have subscription, your page will remain as it is. Now, the difference between these two pages is without subscription, you can search only two main profiles, that is author profiles and journal ranking and its matrix. And with subscription you have various tabs available such as document search, author search, affiliation search, advanced search and journal search. So with and without you have different accesses available. So let us see the author profile and journal ranking first. Now, when you click on here author profile, and here also when you click on author profile, the tab will come where it will ask you to enter last name of author. Now, if I enter last name of author like this, if I don't know affiliation, if you know affiliation of author correctly, you can add here, otherwise you can skip, no field is required. If you know ORCID account of that author, you can add ORCID number here and go on searching. So that click on search. Same way, without subscription, you can do same search. If I add name of same author and search, then this type of window will come. Now you can see both windows are similar. Both windows are similar. Only difference is some tabs are here, some more tabs are available here. Here, a limited number of tabs are available here. Let us see what can be done with and without subscription. Now, once you click on first author, if this author is your author of interest, then author's page will come. Will give you author's detail. Now, this is name of author. This is Scopus author ID, affiliation of author. Same will come here. The name of author, here Scopus author ID has not come. Affiliation of author and subject area. The main important part of author's detail is this one. Here, this one. The number of documents by author are 32. Total citations to these 32 documents is 363. H index to author is 12. Same data has reflected here. Now remember, these 32 number of documents are the documents which are the journal documents which are listed in Scopus database. Other documents are not coming here. This number is only of the documents which are listed in Scopus database. Now, this is year-wise analysis of citation and overview. Now, if we move down in both the tabs, the list of 32 documents will come. Same way, only difference is without subscription, you can see just list of document. You cannot see details of each document, or there is no hyperlink to this document. This is just list of documents. Now with subscription, what you can see here, link you can see. So once you click on this link, this will redirect to the particular document. Now one more thing is, you can see number of documents over here. All documents you can export to Excel sheet, or you can save to your list, or you can save document alert for all documents, or say document feed, it is RSS feed. Now you can sort your documents, either newest articles first, or oldest articles first, or highest cited articles first. This facility is not available in the free Scopus where. Now you can see documents are arranged on the basis of highest cited articles. So this article is highest cited article. Now in this form, H index is nothing but H is any number H of the documents, of these many documents, which possesses, each of which possesses H minimum number of citations. Means out of 32, there are 12 documents in this list. There are 12 documents in this list, which each possesses 12 minimum number of citations. Now you can see this possesses 12 plus citation, this also, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10, 11, and 12. Now if you see this 13th number of document, this is not having 13 plus citations. So the H index of this author is 12. So H index is H number of articles having minimum H citations to this. From here only, you can directly go to any article if you wish. If this author is of author of interest, you can search any document of that author. You can select any paper and download its full text. Now, this is about this part of author. Now, to extreme right side of author search, in both the tabs, there is profile action tab. In profile action tab, first tab is edit author profile. Now what this tab allows you to edit author profile. This is available with both the uh, sites of Scopus, with and without. You can change your preferred name, you can merge profiles, you can add or remove documents, you can update your affiliation. So if some author has changed affiliation, the author can update. So once you click on proceed, another tab will come where it will ask you which name you want to set as preferred name. And then since it is not ethically right, so Scopus will ask you whether you are this author or you are submitting request on behalf of someone else. So it is data validation by Scopus. So again, if I click I am writing on behalf of author, so it will redirect to another tab where I can merge author profiles. You can see here various options are available here. So accordingly, you can merge author profile. Now with and without access, what is difference here is alerts. In with subscription, you can set citation alert to your document or to this author's document. Also, you can set document alert. Once your document gets accepted for publication, once it comes in Scopus database, you will get document alert for that. Also, if you are interested in this author, if any new document of this author comes, then also you will get document alert for this. And citation alert, same way. This will help to calculate H index and total number of citations to author. So one more tab is there, connect to ORCID. In both the tabs, it is available there. So once you click on connect to ORCID, it will redirect to your ORCID login page. You log in there, and with 3-4 steps, your Scopus account will be connected to ORCID. It will ask you different permissions to extract all the database of your Scopus to ORCID. So with this, you can connect to ORCID account also. Now set citation and document alert is not available with your free or without subscription website. Now here you can see in both this, the account is linked to Mendeley profile. So uh, here Scopus can be linked to ORCID as well as your Mendeley author profile. This is about author's profile. You can merge author profiles with having subscription right from the beginning page. In the first page, you can see author number 1 and author number 3 are same. If you look carefully, affiliations are same, city is same, this is same. This different author profile may be created because of different email IDs. So if this author want to merge these two, you can request from here, request to merge authors. And with 3-4 steps, it will take 15 working days to merge author profile if there is no issue. Otherwise, Scopus will check all data and will mail accordingly to author whether you want to merge or not. So these are different facilities available with author profile. Simply you can check number of documents of author in Scopus. You can check total number of citations. You can check H index. You can merge to your ORCID. You can have different citation alerts of given author. Also, you can have affiliation details of author. So this will help you for collaboration purpose if this field is matching with your field. Also, with subscription, you can download all the documents of author at one time. So this is author search with and without subscription. Now, the second tab which is available with and without subscription is sources or journal search. With this, you can see how many journals are available in Scopus database. So there are about 4317 results. These results are for not only for journals but also for book series, conference proceedings, and trade publications. So now you can check which journals, or if you are specifically interested in submitting article to particular journal, then you can select particular field. If I'm interested in only journals, then here you can refine your results whether you want to search or refine your result by subject area or title or publisher or ISSN. Better way is to select by subject area. Now here number of subject areas are given here. So you can select any subject area of your field and go on searching. Now if I select subject area like material science and apply, then it will give me these many number of results. So this will give you 1555. This is number of journals available. Only journals I have selected. So this is number of journals available in my subject area. So accordingly, you can check for different journals. So in both the tabs, this is available. Now again, here if I select my subject area and if I search, again it will give you same number of results. Now only difference is with and without access is documenting of given. Suppose if I open any journal, let us say I open this journal. Here also if I open this journal, same. The details of journal is given. This is name of journal. It is its scopus coverage, then publisher, its ISSN number, and which subject area it is covering is given here. Now, this same data is given without subscription site also. Here you can see there is a site score of journal. Now, site score is what? It is related to impact factor, but it is not the impact factor of journal. Site score is defined as it is the ratio of number of citations of documents published in last 3 years divided by number of documents published in last 3 years. So that value will give you site score. The impact factor is defined in similar manner, and it is not for 3 years, it is for 2 years only. Impact factor is number of citations to documents published in last 2 years divided by total number of documents published in last 2 years. So impact factor is of 2 years data and site score is of 3 years data. Also, for site score, number of documents considered as are like editorials, review articles, then regular journal articles, short communication, all type of documents are covered for calculation of site score. So site score is always somewhat less as compared to impact factor of journal, but this is correlated. This we will see afterwards. So site score of journal is given here. Now difference between with and without subscription is with subscription you can see all documents of journal, and also you can set document alert. Once new article comes in Materials Today journal, then you will get document alert for this by Scopus to your mail ID. So this facility is not available here. Any type of alert is not available in the without subscription form. You can redirect to journal homepage from here. So that from here only you can redirect directly to journal homepage if you want to submit your article. So this is about source details. So source details is giving you all available journals here. So with your subject area, you can search which journals are there with Scopus in Scopus list. So this is about uh, journals. Now, Simago journal and country ranks. So if you click on explore button, and this will give you journal ranks of this. Now you can access with subject area. This is for comparison purpose. So you can check journal ranking as well as you can check country ranking with different subject area. Now if I select chemical engineering, then India is coming at 5th position, and for all subject areas India is at 9th position. So this is SJR Simago journal ranking. Now if you go back to Scopus, now we have seen that with Scopus having without access and with access, without subscription, you can check only author profile and journal profile. Now let us have details about this document search and affiliation search. Now in document search tab, there is a search window, and if I add some search keyword here, you can add keyword if you wish. Different boolean operators are given. You can restrict to your this thing search, and if I add another keyword, you can limit your search. If you want to search publications of only last 10 years, then search accordingly. If you want open access or all journals, you can see here. If you want all like articles, review articles, everything, if you want accordingly, you go on searching here and press on search. Now once you click on search button, this will give you total number of results documents available with your search keywords. You can save all the list right from here, or you can set alert for given search. You can refine your result if you want open access or other, if you want author wise, if you want subject area wise, if you want document wise, like if you want only articles, journal articles or review articles or conference papers, etc. If you want of particular journal, if you want of final stage documents or articles in press, these are new fresh articles. If you want to search on keywords or affiliations or funding sponsors or country or language, you can select accordingly and you can refine your result. So this is refined results tab to extreme left side. Now to this side, you can see there are documents, secondary documents and patents. What are documents? Documents are the lists of document of given keyword which are published in the journals, or you can say source, which are linked, which are there in Scopus list. So this is from Scopus listed journal. Whereas the secondary documents are the list of documents which are published in the journals which are not listed in Scopus list. So you can see all these journals or results or documents are not from Scopus list. So, but they have the search titles, and patents are the number of patents of your search topic. So once you click on this patent, you can see the patent detail has come. So you can download whole thing with subscription. So again, patent details are available with Scopus. Now let us see about more about documents. Below the documents, you can select all document, and if all documents are of your interest, you can export to Excel sheet, or you can download all the articles. You can see citation overview. You can see who cited all these documents, or you can save this document list. Now these three dots, you can see references. We have selected all documents. Once you click on view references, it will redirect to another tab where all the references included in all these documents will come here. And create bibliography. This create bibliography will redirect to your another page where you will get a bibliography in you can create a bibliography in format in different formats available. You can select the format which you want and click on that format and create bibliography. So different forms are available. Either you can create or you can export to Excel. Now about that, there is one tab, analyze search results. Now these analyze search results will redirect to a tab where you have selected results from last 10 years. What this help you? If your keyword is gold nanoparticles for biomedical applications, then this is giving you documents per year. Now here you can see documents per year, number of documents are increasing, and hence you can see the field which you have selected for your research is still growing. Otherwise, if your graph is going down, you can say this field is declining and there is no scope for selecting this for future research. So accordingly, this will help you to select your topic for research. Now also you can have documents per year by source. So different journals will be there. So this will be in which documents your search is published. Documents by author. So the list of authors will come there and their number of documents will come here. So you can check which authors are working on this field. Again, this will help you for collaboration or for your selecting research mentor. Then documents by affiliation. So again, you can see with respect to documents in which universities your work is going on. So this will again help you for collaboration as well as for your higher studies. Then documents by country, again in which country more work is going on. Accordingly, you can select if you want to go for higher studies or for collaboration or for student exchange programs. Then documents by type, we have not selected any particular type. So you can see here number of articles on given search is 66%. Percentage wise is coming. Review articles are 18%. So all the document types have come here. So accordingly, you can analyze your results. Also, you can search documents by funding sponsor. So these are different funding agencies which sponsor a given search topic. So this will come in analyze search results. So you can analyze your results by year to check your field is growing or not, by author for collaboration, by affiliation again for collaboration. So this will help you for choosing correct subject area. Now, if we click on any particular, suppose if I select here journal articles, and if I limit to, then it will show me only journal articles. And if I am interested in this journal article, once I click on that link, I can download full article from here. Also, I can set alert for this document, or also I can set citation alert. Who has cited this article, I can see. So with this, you can export its bibliometry. So same way, you can download all the articles available over here in one click. So if you show all abstract, here only by reading abstract, you can see which documents are of your importance and just go on selecting articles and download these articles from here. So there is no need to go on journal web page separately and download articles again and again. So at one click, you can download all the articles. So this is about document search. You can refine your results. You can see which documents are there, secondary documents are there, which patents are there available or made on your search topic. So this is document search. Now another tab available is affiliation search. Now once you put name of affiliation in which you are interested and click on search, the affiliation details will come. Affiliation address, affiliation ID, unique ID of affiliation will come, and other names. Then here number of documents by affiliation will come, and number of authors who published these documents will come. Again, this will give you, this chart will give you subject wise distribution of documents published. The 77 documents of these, 27% are by chemistry, then this is by agricultural and so on. So you can see that part. Now once you click on that number of documents, again a tab like document search will come. If you want to refine your results, then you can refine your result again with same analyze documents. Now here documents from 1986 are coming. If I restrict it to only last 5 years, 2015 to 20, analyze, then only last 5 years data will come. So this will help me for giving data to NAC. So here year wise you can select if we want to submit for NIRF, last 3 year data is required. If you want to search for, if you want to submit data for NAC, last 5 year data is required. So accordingly you can select or refine your data. In last 5 year only 13 documents are there, so you can export all the documents and make file for your documents for any application. So this is affiliation search tab available with Scopus. Now the advanced search tab is there, with which you can search with any keyword. So just enter any keyword, you will be redirected to this. Again, you can add different operators, you can add different fields. So it is available with various things. So this advanced search is related, is like document search only, but you can have different refined options. So this is all about searching in Scopus. So overall, what we have searched. Now, Scopus, about Scopus, we have either you can log in, you can check your institutional access. If your institution is not having institutional access, you can log in, directly sign in. This is without, the first web page will come without subscription. Once you log in, you can see two different pages I have put here. One is without subscription. This is with institutional login. You can see this institutional logo is highlighted. So different tabs are available. Without subscription, only author profile and journal ranking is available. So you can search documents. You can add search. You can limit your search number of documents you will get. You can analyze your results. You can refine your results. You can save all the results. You can analyze results. You can analyze documents by year with different things, by source, by author, by affiliation, by subject area, by type, by country, by funding sponsor. So you can see your field is increasing or growing or declining. Everything you can see. You can select document. You can export to it some Mendeley or X libraries, whichever bibliography you have, you can export there. You can search document details. You can set citation alert for document. You can set patents. Then you can go for author search. Similar author searches are there, but you can see more in with subscription format. You can show all documents, citation overview. You can merge profile right from first page, but here from without subscription, you need to go in author wizard for detailing. This is about author details. You can sort document. You can change author profile. In affiliation search, you can search for any affiliation and again analyze data for affiliation. Then this is about journal search. You can refine your result with respect to subject area. You can check site score, which is related to impact factor. You can directly switch to home page. You can view all documents. You can set document alert. Then in advanced search, you can add any query here and go on searching. So this is all about use of Scopus. At the end, I want to acknowledge a principal of my college, BPM's B.N. Bandodkar College of Science, Thane, coordinator of research committee, Department of Library, for organizing this webinar and giving me chance to share my knowledge. I acknowledge Dr. V.N. Bedekar Institute of Management Studies, Head Department of Chemistry of my college, all my well-wishers and dear participants. Thank you. Stay distant, stay safe. Thank you all.